Yeah.
Do you hear that?
I think I do. It sounds like a plane, but oh my god. He has wings. We gotta get in the car now.
Look behind him.
Oh my god. There's more. He must have a hive of...
Oh my god!
Oh my god! There's more!
So as we know, I am a big fan of wildlife. I have loved animals my entire life. Even the little creatures, the bugs that many people are either afraid of or just don't like. This could include spiders, you know, those cool little millipedes. Hell, even like the giant centipedes. Like, they're cool, but I don't want them on me. You know, that type of thing. And the thing with a lot of these types of animals is, even if you're afraid of them, you can grow to appreciate watching them from a safe distance because they can't hurt you if they're not on you. I am of the belief that for the most part, there is no such thing as an aggressive animal. That's not really true, is it? That's a saying I've heard for a long time that I've just repeated, but then I start to think about it and I'm like, there are a ton of animals that could be labeled as aggressive. Anyway, besides the point, typically with a bug at least, we would say it is defensive. A snake is defensive. This does not transfer over to the little pest that we're going to be covering in today's video, which is the wasp. Despite loving creatures of all shapes and sizes, wasps have, well, I think it is safe to hypothesize that I have a phobia of wasps. And I don't mean that lightly. I am a very jumpy person. I don't like getting spooked by things. I need time to process when I'm reacting to things. So like, I see a centipede on my wall. It might make me jump at first because I wasn't expecting to see a centipede on my wall, but then I can like calm down for a second and be like, oh yeah, it's a centipede. That's kind of cool. I'll catch it. I'll let it outside. See, wasps don't give you that opportunity and they take it to the next level. So how do my encounters with wasps typically go? Typically how they go is I walk outside. Next thing I know, I hear a buzzing and they're right in front of my fucking face. Now, this is a weird phenomenon that I have experienced my whole life and I don't understand why. I've known so many people who work outside, do yard work, do all sorts of stuff outside, and wasps leave them alone. That's never been me. For some reason, wasps are highly attracted to me. Because of that, every time spring rolls around, I get this little sense of dread where I'm like, I'm happy that it's warm outside. I'm seasonally affective, so I get depressed in the wintertime. I get a little sad. So I have this brief second of like excitement that it's going to be warm outside, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to be in a better, more energetic mood. That's awesome. But then I remember the wasps that follow me everywhere I go. Every single place that I have lived has had a wasp problem. I don't know why. Maybe, you know, I'm open to considering the idea that other people just aren't as perceptive to wasps, and maybe they truly are everywhere. The apartment that I'm currently living in, it's been warm again for a grand total of about a week, and wasps are already building nests on the staircase and around my front door. It took them less than a week to pull this off, and now they are everywhere. They're all over outside my front door. They're all over around my back porch. They're all around my bedroom window. It's been super windy today, so I've not seen quite as many. But as I say that, I see. Well, I guess that's a would-be. Those are fine. The would-bees, they're chill. I want to say bees are cool. Wasps are not. So this is a problem, obviously, right? So the second that I open my front door, there are wasps just like right by my head. The other day when I came back inside, there was a wasp just right next to my face, staring me down, like sizing me up almost. And I panicked and was like, oh shit, and it just ran in and closed the door. I'm very reactive to them getting in my face or seeing them near me. It's a completely involuntary thing. Like, I will jump and go like, oh my God. Like, every time. I'm very vocal in these types of situations, and I can't help it. I'm wondering if maybe there's like a gene variant that makes people in my bloodline attractive to wasps, and because of that, we've had to develop like a stronger reaction to them in order to get away more efficiently. That would make sense to me. I believe that very well could be the case for me. But there have been many times in my life where I have embarrassed myself because of a wasp entering my vicinity. I was on a date several years ago, and we were sitting outside at a restaurant, and it wasn't even a wasp. I think it was just a sweat bee, but some kind of flying insect with a stinger was like flying around me, and I shit you not, just without thinking, like jumped up, like just jumped out of my chair. Like I jumped up out of my seat and was like, oh my God, get the fuck away. And I stepped several feet back. These are the kinds of reactions that I have that I cannot help. So with that being said, we have laid the groundwork for my current situation. So when it comes to trying to figure out why exactly I have this strong of a reaction, maybe the genetic thing's true. You know, I feel like that's a comforting answer because it makes me feel less crazy. But I think more than anything, I don't like getting startled. That's a big thing for me. And it's funny because I love horror movies. I love watching scary stuff. Like, sometimes I'll purposefully watch videos about like home invasions and shit to like make me paranoid because I find it entertaining. Like, I'll do shit like that. But then at the same time, if something makes me jump, I can't do it. Like, I can't play horror video games. That I cannot do because of the anticipation of getting scared. You see, a wasp sting, it hurts, but it's not about the pain of getting stung by a wasp. It's about that anticipation of one getting in my face, not knowing if it's gonna sting me or not. It's all about getting spooked in my mind. And again, I think it's, you know, I'm not gonna say that I'm the most rational person ever. Like I said, I'm very jumpy and reactive to negative stimuli, but I think that due to to give myself some credit, I think the fact that wasps have never left me alone has caused a lot of trauma. Maybe that's the word. I've had wasp related trauma. There's more! Fuck! Ah! No! So because of that, I have developed, what is it called? What is the phobia of wasps called? Sphexophobia is the intense, often irrational fear of wasps, typically triggered by traumatic stinging experiences. No! Watching others react fearfully, or a general fear of insects. Symptoms include anxiety, check, panic attacks, I wouldn't say panic attacks, just fight or flight very strongly. Rapid heartbeat, I would say so. My blood pressure also goes dangerously high, so me being in the presence of a wasp could theoretically give me a heart attack. And avoidance of outdoor activities. That one hits hard because I shit you not, I'm not trying to be funny when I say this. I haven't left my apartment today because of them being out there. I filled out a work order to get them removed, and according to my profile, it says that they closed the case. So that would make me suspect that they came and got rid of the wasps right outside my door. But the thing is, I don't know that. And the type of wasp that's right outside my door are paper wasps. The asshole ones. The ones we do not like. I don't like any of them, but like especially paper wasps. Another interesting story, you see, I'm the kind of person where like I want to consider all sides. So I don't want to only take in my bad encounters. Maybe I should list off an encounter that I had last year when I moved into the current place I'm living at that really showed that maybe some wasps are truly passive and don't want to be messed with. We used a box truck to move all of our stuff in. My roommate, some of his like dressers and stuff were they were in a shed in someone's backyard. And, you know, obviously there's a risk of like pests getting in when that happens. But we didn't notice anything when we moved it initially. So we picked up this like entertainment center thing, like really big, bulky. We walked this thing out of the shed, through the yard, put it on the truck, moved it around, like banged it around a lot, trying to get it to fit right, and no issues at all. No reason to suspect anything was wrong. So then when we finally got here and then we went into the box truck to take everything out, my roommate put his hand in and felt something move. There were a bunch of wasps inside of the entertainment stand and we just did not notice. But even him touching it did not piss them off. Again, that is a point for wasps. But I mean, I would say they're few and far between. I think that those wasps were probably, I don't know, like maybe high. Like maybe they like inhaled something. Maybe there was like a crumb of something like psychoactive in there. I don't know. Like something was chilling them out, because I don't believe that's typical behavior. So I'm stalling like crazy. So what we're going to be doing today, and I don't want to do it, but I know I have to, I'm going to walk out to my car. Yesterday when I walked out to my car, just all over the fucking place in the air, I have to reconnect the battery, which means that I have to be outside for longer than about 10 seconds. And this puts us in a danger zone. It increases the risk. So me being outside for 10 seconds versus 20, that's a 100% increase in wasp risk. And it's kind of scary. So if I stayed outside for like a full minute, that's like a 600% increase in the risk. It's a war zone out there, but we're gonna figure it out. Okay. Step one, we gotta get out of the bedroom. Okay. Oh, hello there. Of course, the tone of this video, I'm like partially joking, but I'm gonna be honest, like I really don't want to do this right now. As I was about to start saying that, I saw a little fucker flying around out there. Do you see it? Just gotta go for it. Did you see that? Right in front of my legs. Shit, I can't. This is bad. Step one, effectively complete. Shit. Alright. Gotta reconnect this battery. Holy shit. We made it in the car. Alright, so here's the thing. It is way too hot out here to both be wearing a sweatshirt and also have the top up. But we can do that in like a parking lot or something. I ain't doing that right here, right now. It's too much. Okay, so we made some grand steps so far in this mission. However, do I feel like I've gained anything so far? No, I've not. I've not gained anything. Honestly, if anything, I'm just more freaked out about getting back up the staircase now, because I don't know how many showed up on camera, but there were like 3 or 4 in my way at some point during that expedition. And like I said, it's only been warm for like a week. I remember the wasp issue being really bad when we first moved in here. And that was like in September. So like, this ain't a great sign for the rest of the spring and summer, seeing as how many wasps there already are. Now, this is why we've got to desensitize ourselves, because I don't think this fucking apartment complex is gonna take care of it for me. Clearly they didn't. And I hate the disrespect of closing my work order, and then I come outside and you clearly didn't spray the fucking nest. So what's up with that? What's up with that? You, like, I don't know, they probably think I'm a pussy, and I'm like, you try having to walk through a swarm of wasps, a literal swarm. Okay, it wasn't a swarm, but there were a few wasps. The way that I would explain this is that, like, there are some phobias where, yes, exposure therapy works, but there are also some things that are, like, so traumatic that the answer to solving those issues would not be to re-expose yourself, you know what I'm saying? The solution's not to keep getting abused, you know what I'm saying? And I would honestly hold my fear of wasps on a similar level to that. But it's like having your abuser around you 24/7, or just imagine like your abuser is there anytime you walk outside. It's fucked up, dude. As of right now, I don't feel in danger. I don't feel as if... But I know that the second that I roll the windows down, which I'm gonna have to do because I'm sweating balls. We gotta get out of this apartment complex. And then we should be... Fuck! I was in such a rush when I was leaving my apartment trying to film it while also avoiding hornets that I forgot to lock my front door. But what did we learn today? Did I get stung by any wasps? No, I didn't. Did any fly in my face? No, they didn't. However, I think what I need to start doing is just film every time I walk down the stairs. I hear this phrase so often that it's like getting annoying to hear it. Oh, the cameraman never dies thing. If there's even like a sliver of a chance of that being true in terms of wasp encounters, then I'll have to keep that in mind. But yeah, no, in all seriousness, as long as you don't react the way that I do around wasps, where I jump, I get very skitty very quickly, there's no warning, I can't control it. As long as you don't react like that, because if we're being real here, that's what gets you stung by wasps, is freaking out, swinging at them. That's what will get you stung. So just don't react the way that I do, and 9 times out of 10, they will leave you alone. With that being said, though, they can still burn in hell.